What's that? The Rangers players are out there having fun at Auchenhowie in the snow? Brilliant. That's what we like to see, some team building. Did someone protect Rossa? No? Oh, for fuck's sake. Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new video. Today's video we will be talking about the Kilmarnock versus Rangers game as the real football returns. Finally, league football is back. If you haven't seen these types of videos before, we will be breaking down team news, some injury updates, and obviously hitting you with mine and the people's prediction from Twitter. If you want to get involved in the comment section below, please feel free to do so. Get your thoughts and opinions out there. And as always, just a friendly reminder, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and help the nation on our way towards 55k. But the real football is back. I just want to get to it. So let's dive into today's video then, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Kilmarnock versus Rangers. Obviously it's going to be at Rugby Park, 7:45 kickoff tomorrow. Plastic pitch and all. Now this will be the first game back from the winter break, and if I'm honest, we couldn't have really been handed a tougher test than the high flying Kilmarnock. They've been high flying since pretty much Stevie Clark's came in the door, and they continue to do so this season. Now obviously they've lost one of their most influential players by the name of Greg Stewart, who was recalled from Birmingham, then loaned directly straight away back to Aberdeen. Dodgy. And obviously we signed one of their most influential players on a pre-contract, you know what I'm saying? Jordan Jones, hashtag WATP, you know. But Gerrard has come out this week saying even though we have signed Jordan Jones on a pre-contract, the way we will be focusing on this game and looking at it as he is our enemy and our rival. That is the Rangers players' mindset that's gone into this game of football. So I believe the Jordan Jones situation will play a massive factor in the overall game. I'm excited to see how the Rangers fans react to him, but I'm also very interested to see how the Kilmarnock fans treat him in this game, especially against the Glasgow Rangers. And he is expected to start. That's what's kind of the rumours that's gone around. Stevie Clark's pretty much said he's one of their best players, so when he's fit, that he has to make it into the starting 11. So look out for Jordan Jones in this game. He's going to be my player to watch from the Kilmarnock point of view. Apart from that, if you're looking away at Jordan Jones, who else could be maybe the game changer? It'll obviously be the Wolf, the Brobes. If you watch the SPFL show, we talk about him. He's one of these players that I would love to sign for Rangers one day. Very, very dangerous. He's already got a couple of goals against Celtic, one of the top goal scorers in the league this season, and he's Kilmarnock's top goal scorer as well. And before we get to the fun part, start talking about the famous, it's also worth noting that Kilmarnock at home against Rangers in the league is actually unbeaten in the last 4 games. But enough talk about the Killie. It's time to turn to the famous. And we're actually going to start off with the injury updates, because one of the biggest stories to come out of Rangers Football Club in the last 2 days was the potential injury to BB. Now, if you watched the friendly the other day, he was hitting the ground. How many times was it again, Gerrard? How many?
Well, 55 times.
Ah, that's right, Gaffer. 55 times. Sorry, how could I actually have forgotten? Anyway, the reason we bring this up is because a Twitter account created a fake Rangers account and tweeted out that BB was injured for a few months. And if I'm honest with you, I retweeted it as well, trying to get Ross Watson to bite about Lee Wallace lifting 55. It was a bit of fun. Then a lot of other people retweeted it. I think even Gregco retweeted it, and it just sort of blew up and everyone was talking about BB being injured. But thankfully today Steven Gerrard has come out and confirmed that the man isn't injured. However, I wouldn't expect him to start this game, because if you go back to what he said 3 or 4 days ago, with the amount of injuries he's had already this season, they're going to slowly work him up to match fitness. So I fully expect Andy Halliday to start at the left back situation. On. So that's the update on BB. Don't worry, he's not injured at all. Someone else is injured though, and it's going to miss the game, and I believe a massive blow is going to be Connor Goldson. He still misses out with his foot injury that he actually had before the Celtic game. He was managed to play through that, but the Rangers staff have now kind of standing in and stopping him from playing on in it just to get it fully fit. It's not really listed as a long-term injury though, so he should be back pretty soon. I think he's just one of these games that's came a little bit too quickly. They're not going to risk him, and he should be back for the next game. The next person up who's actually injured is Grezda. Now, we've spoken about this in length. He got injured in Tenerife. He's going to be missing about 3 or 4 weeks of action. And last but not least, we obviously have the 2 long-term injuries at the football club. Graham Dorrance and Jamie Murphy will obviously be missing this game, both with knee issues. And that's actually it on the injury front for the Glasgow Rangers. Isn't anywhere near as bad as it has been in previous weeks. The only major one, obviously the latest setback, was with Grezda. Connor Goldson should be back extremely soon, but it does open the door as who's going to be playing at centre-back? Are we now going to have a Joe Worrell-Katic partnership? That would really be a turn-up for the books, because Joe Worrell's been kind of keeping Katic out of the team, and if they both play together, it may or may not work. So what's your thoughts on the centre-back position? Who are you starting? Are you bringing in Macaulay, Katic, Worrell? What are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. And you may be sitting here watching this video saying, Craig, you're extremely chipper today. That's because it's fully expected that Jermaine Defoe and Stephen Davis will be making their first league start of the season with the Glasgow Rangers, and I'm absolutely delighted. Now, the friendly, some hit and miss, some groans necessarily on with the way Defoe actually played in the game and missed a couple of chances, but this is in the league, this is prime time, and I'm expecting Jermaine Defoe to start the game, and not only start, but end up getting the back of the net as well. So I am going to give you my prediction on right now, and I am going to go with Rangers 2. Kilmarnock 1, and I believe Jermaine Defoe and Alfredo Morelos, the dream team up front, will get goals. And for Kilmarnock, I'll go with a penalty scored by Probes. Now, you may or may not have already put your prediction down in the comment section below, but another question I'm actually genuinely curious about is, what formation should we play versus Kilmarnock? They are an extremely dangerous side. You saw what happened with the 3-5-2-ish formation versus Helsinki. It left a lot of gaps and a lot of space. Would you start with that, given the sort of 3-5-2, another chance with Ryan Kent sort of the floating man in midfield, or would you add a bit more structure and change to the Bazcast 3000's favourite formation, the 4-4-2? Is extremely interesting. And finally, we have some options and formation in terms of personnel as well. This is the first time in years. My mind's been racing all day. I've talked myself out playing one up front. I want two up front, but then I'm like, I didn't want three at the back, but then I'm trying to decide who I'm dropping at the middle. There's so many possibilities, and I want your thoughts and opinions. What formation and what personnel should we play versus Kilmarnock? And when you get your thoughts and opinions out there, it is thirsty work, ladies and gentlemen, so grab your refreshments and toast the lads ahead of their first league game of the second half of the season. So here we go. Make sure to do it. Everyone done it versus Celtic and we won. If you don't do it, we'll lose. So I'll give you a couple of seconds. Have we reached 10 minutes yet? Stop it. 3, 2, 1. Sponsor break. Now it is time for the people's opinion on Twitter. 536 votes. Thank you so much, because this poll is uploaded very early. 4% votes for the draw, 5% votes for Kilmarnock, but 91% of the people votes for Rangers. So let's see what they've had to say. 55, right off the bat, says 5-0 to Rangers. Defoe, Morelos, Davis and Jones to score 2 own goals. Fair play. Royal Neil says 3-1 to Rangers. Goals from Morelos, Defoe and Ryan Jack. Stuart Ward says 3-1 Rangers. Morelos, Defoe, Tavernier. 55 is a Defoe. Well done. Says channel favourite 2-1 Morelos and Defoe off the bench. We're always in sync, you, honestly. Billy K says, the first game after the winter break can always go in any direction, from a scoreless draw to a huge scoreline. For the second transfer window, the gaffer has strengthened the team. I'm going to go for a massive scoreline of 5-0 to the famous. Danny Taylor says 2-0 to the famous. Peter Ramsey 2-0, Morelos and Ryan Kent. Deaky Neil says, going to go with a 3-0 CJ, Morelos, Defoe and Scotty Arnfield. I see what you've done there. John Sharp says tight game, but I think we will win 2-1. 3 points are a must. Taylor Bratton says 2-0 to Rangers with Morelos and Tavernier. Cammy says sitting doing a test, but I'm going to go 3-1 to Rangers. I think we'll concede early, but I'm confident we will get goals from Defoe, Morelos and Candies. Get back to your test. YouTube can wait. Richard Stewart says 2-0 Rangers. Defoe is the provider with a cracking ball into the box converted by Morelos. Katic, a header from a corner, aka happy days. Alexander McKenzie says 3-0 to Rangers. Morelos with 2 goals. Captain Tav with the other. James Cuthbertson says 2-1 to us. Morelos and Davis with the goals. And the last 2 or 3 that we'll actually read out comes from RFC Loyal. It says 3-0, letting the league know that we mean business. Strawn Blake says, I'm saying 3-0 to us. Defoe, Davis and Morelos. And the last one we'll actually read out comes from Edward Carson. He says 3-1 to Rangers. Morelos, Tav and Scotty Arfield. There it is. You've heard the people's opinion. You've heard mine. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do by now. I just want to give the patrons, again, as always, a special mention, because we're now up to 47, which is absolutely mind-blowing. It's getting funded directly back into the channel every single Now, what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by Rocky Boy Johnson is every single penny from the Patreon is getting funded directly back into the channel. So if you'd like to support the channel, the link for that will be down in the description below. And as always, I've been CJ Over92. Thanks so much for watching, and bye-bye.